What's going on, folks? My name is Josh. You guys are watching The Outdoor Dude. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Today's video, we're back out on the range. I'm going to be building a paper tuning stand. And I got Lyme disease. Stick around. Alright, folks, we are back. Oh, let's fix that guy right there. There we go. Alright, so, like I said in the beginning of the video, I just found out the other day that I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. Spending a lot of time this year in the deer woods. Funny thing is, I don't know when I got it. So I got tested a little over a year ago, and I was negative then, so I think somewhere in between then and now, I got bit by a tick, and didn't even know it. I don't remember being bit. I'm not sure, but I do know I've been feeling really tired. All the achy spots on my body have been hurting like a bunch more, and I've got some pretty bad knees. I got hit by a car when I was a kid, and a lot of injuries sustained from that I live with today. And some of those spots, like my back, my neck, my knee, both knees, but more my right knee, are all shot. And this apparently made it worse. I think it's triggered vertigo. I've been battling vertigo for like a year. I've been dealing with a lot off camera, and I'm a pretty private dude, so I don't really share a lot of that stuff. But guys, man, get checked. When you come in from outside, check yourself thoroughly for ticks. I did. And one thing I never did was use something like permethrin, and I am now. Just guys, check yourself, spray, and god dang, man, just try to limit your exposure to this stuff the best you can, because it sucks. I'm on a hardcore antibiotic right now that makes it so I can't be out in direct sunlight. I'm in the woods at the moment, tons of trees. I've got my sun shirt on, and I've had my hood up most of the day, so we'll see. Hopefully I make it through this. And they'll put me on a month-long antibiotic, then test me again. If I still have it, another month. So hopefully I'll be ready and done in the first week of October, healthy again, ready for deer season. But for now, let's get making this paper tuning stand, and we'll try to fling some arrows at it today. All right, so I've got my materials laid out on the table here. I'm just using a screw gun, some 2.5-inch screws that I had laying around the house, handsaw because it was easy and it's harder to get electricity all the way out here. You see what I got laid out here on the table, and in a second I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. I'm not going to make you guys watch the whole dang thing. Don't need those yet. Alright, so these are going to be my tall braces that support the vertical section of this. I'm going to use 2 feet on the bottom, and I've got my crossbars, or my cross support for the paper on the target, and I'm going to lop some ends off for some triangular support, I think. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. I just gotta get that paper tight so I can shoot through it. So I'm gonna put my target up on this table, I'm gonna wrap this thing, and I'm gonna start flinging some arrows. Let's see how it works. All right, first bear shaft shot. Okay, so now I'm going to try clocking this to the right. I had originally done this with the fletchings on, but I was hitting my strings, I was hitting my rest, I was having all sorts of issues. So I've decided to rip all the fletchings off, bare shaft, paper tune, knock tune, clocking the knock, and then I'll fletch the arrows. I turn that a tad to the right, and now it's much worse. Got blue jays all behind me. Some deer back there on the food plot. Now that's even worse. Started off here. Or no, I think I started here. And then I turned it, got that, turned it more, got that. Turned it again, I got that. Then that. Now that. Tiny bit better, but I don't think much. I gotta do that again. I lost it in the... That could be that one, but it might be that one. I don't remember. That's weird. Yep, I was right. Pinhole. That one's perfect. Now I can tell with all of these when it's when that noctune is just right. This thing is coming off the bow perfect with the way I shoot and the spine of this arrow. It's driving that target that much harder. It's not like penetrating much because these targets are made to stop these things, but what it's doing is it's turning the target around. So I'm not an expert, but a good tip to follow when you're doing this, if you're new and you're watching this, that I learned watching a bunch of people way better than me, is to make sure your target is further. You want to make sure your target is at least an arrow, maybe a little bit more away from your paper. It's going to penetrate into the target, so if it's one arrow away, you're probably going to be okay. But you don't want that knock end to be stuck still in the paper, and it's going to give you a false reading. It's going to tear the paper more. So you want to have that target way behind the paper. Not way behind, but you know what I mean. All right, dude. Can't take my hood down. If I'm in the sun too long, it's going to mess me up with this antibiotic. But, dude, I got lucky. I set up my own rest. I set up my own site. And some of the fletchings were getting shot off on these because they're the taller, like, blazer vein. But they weren't blazers. They were something else. I'm not sure. Maybe the Q something or others. Shaped like a blazer, but stiffer than a blazer. Anyway, they were a little too high. They didn't give me the clearance I needed. So, you know, I want my arrows to fly really, really well. Last year I didn't feel confident shooting out past 20. And this year I would like to be able to shoot out past 20. I've got a pretty fast bow. I'm shooting a heavier arrow, but it's not like super, super heavy, man. I'm not above 600 grains. I've got the Bass Pro Shop Blackout SX3. It's a small diameter arrow, not the micro, but it's a small. And I really like it so far, other than the fletching issues. But my buddy's got a Bitzenberger jig, and we're going to fletch these up. Let me show you. I do have an arrow. I have some fletchings that I've been playing with, although I did order some tack drivers. Show you all the... My buddy has been shooting these for a few days, and I know the glue job isn't the best. We weren't that worried about it. This glue, whatever he's using, we hate. We hate it because it dries white and it looks like crap, and it's probably also because we're beginners at this whole fletching thing. But the fletching's on here. Lower profile. I like the 4-fletch. It's a straight fletch on here because we're new at it, and it's the jig we've got, and it's the jig clamp that we have. I might order a left one. I did clock the arrows coming off my bow going to the left, so the right side single bevel that I ordered are the wrong broadheads, so I'm gonna have to order some new broadheads and do a left, maybe not a left helical, but like a left offset. Anyway, we're paper tuned and we're moving forward, looking good. I'm excited for this year. Hope I can put more than one deer on the ground. Food plot's doing great. Golly, man, I'm excited. It's real fun shooting back here. And now we have a new addition with a paper tuning stand thing. I don't know, man. I had 2x3s sitting around the house, some deck screws sitting around the house. Whipped this thing up together real quick with a drill and a handsaw, and within 2 hours, I built that, and we're all paper tuned. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of hunting content, smash that like button for me. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have built a jig like this before, or if you guys got the Glendale buck? Do you got the big shooter buck? What are you guys working with? And what arrows do you like to shoot? Not looking to get into a heavy FOC argument with anybody. Just leave a nice comment, be friendly down there, and I'll see you guys next time.